Ladies and gentlemen, we have breaking news. The New York Jets, in a stunning turn of events, have signed kicker Younghoe Koo. He's a Younghoe and he's a cuckoo kachoo, but he is a kicker. And, hey, they needed another kicker. They got a Younghoe. Now, you might say, what is this Younghoe all about? Is he that young? Is he really a hoe? What's going on with Younghoe Cuckoo Kachoo? Well, as you can see here, 31 years old, about to turn 32 in August, so 32 years old, so not an old guy. He has been a Pro Bowler in his career, as you can see. Had some really good years in Atlanta. Field goal percentage 95, 93, 86, 86 and a half. And some reason he fell off in 2024, went down to 73%, and then also kicked for the Giants. But his career 85.3 is good. Extra points 95.9 is good. You can see that also fell off a bit last year. But one-time Pro Bowler, led the league in field goals made once. And so take a shot, see who kicks the best. We do still have other kickers on the roster as of this moment. Now, the other news of the day, we also traded Irvin Charles. Special teams ace, didn't play last year, recovering from an ACL. And so he's gone from the roster, which you see here. And he wasn't going to make the roster anyway. These 6 wide receivers are going to make it. These other guys are fighting for practice squad spots. And so, good trade by Muji. Get okay, granted, it was a 2028 conditional 7th, about as low of a return as you could get. But he did get something for a guy who was not going to make the roster and didn't have much value, coming off an injury, full season injury. And then down here, we have not received word that we are releasing Cade York or Lenny Krieg as of yet. So the Younghoe is down here as part of a 3-man competition as of right now. And if we get word, we'll let you know. But now we're up to 90 on the roster. And I was thinking that the trade, because one of the things you have to think about is, why did we trade Irv Charles today? It's not strange that we traded him, but a little strange that we traded him today. What would be the reason for trading him today to clear up a roster spot? Now, I was thinking that probably another signing's going to happen, and if no other transactions occur, then that signing is Younghoe Koo. But it could be a prelude to something else that we wanted to do. It could be that we're releasing Cade York, for example, to make room for Koo, and then we still have another roster spot. And that other roster spot could be somebody like a Cameron Jordan or a Kenny Moore, free safety type, strong free safety, strong safety, interchangeable safety, whatever you want to do with Kenny Moore, or another safety. But we also made a swap out as well, very minor one. We signed Cortland Ford, as you can see here. He'll be fighting for a P squad spot. We'll see. But we released a linebacker, Blackshear. So we let a linebacker go to sign Cortland Ford. So that was a swap, 1-for-1 for the roster spot. So we don't have to worry about that. But so he's part of the team now, at least for the time being, and we'll see how he does. Maybe he can make it onto the P squad, but we'll see if there's a bigger move coming. There's basically a couple of spots where we might want to step it up in terms of the talent. We might want to replace Mozzie Smith with someone a little bit more a little bit better, basically. And then the safety spot. Now, we don't know what the Jets are going to do as far as their defensive backfield goes. Minka Fitzpatrick could play the nickel, could play free safety. D'Angelo Pons could play outside, could play inside. Azaria Thomas might win his starting job on the outside. He might not. We don't know. Nashawn Wright, for that matter, could win an outside corner job. Probably not, but he could. So we don't know exactly what they're doing there, but what we don't want to have happen is Andre Cisco being your starting free safety with Dane Belton sliding down to be your strong safety. So we kind of need another safety in the mix, I think, and that could be what's going on here because there's plenty of other people that we could easily release, Cade York being one, or any of the UDFAs that we signed are very easily let go. So we'll have to see if there's another move coming. I do think that there might be, but at the very least, we brought in another experienced kicker. And as of right now, unless we get further news this evening, right now it's a 3-man race for the place kicker of the New York Jets, Cade York, Lenny Krieg, Leggy Lenny, and then the Younghoe, Cuckoo Kachoo. Out of those three, you'd have to think that the Koo Man has the leg up. As of right now, we'll have to see how he kicks in training camp. But just looking at the track records, Koo would be the one out of those three, and then probably Leggy Lenny going to the practice squad.